Hi, this is a quick test, and I want to see. Sorry, I'm going back to my YouTube page right now. I wanted to see how good I could record from this new angle I'm trying out right now. And I also wanted to address some questions I received from, I don't think a subscriber, but from someone out on another channel I have. My America Yumi channel. That is AmericaJinyumi. America Yumi. Um, that channel is where I mainly post blogs in Japanese in an attempt to expand and improve my Japanese language skills and also hold on to the skills I do have. And also just be creative and try something new and kind of eccentric. This channel, I will be posting videos in English, basically just vlogs, nothing too extravagant. But whenever I finally learn how to edit properly with this MLB file without investing any money, I'll certainly do that. But I'm thinking about investing. Not this month, though. Not this month. In due time, in due time. If I have some extra change, I'll make it happen. Anyway, going back to the questions I received, I thought they were really good, so I wanted to address them on this channel and just give my input. So these questions came from That's Your Boy, DATSUYABOY. And I want to say thank you, That's Your Boy, for sending me these questions. I'm happy it allowed me to make this video. So, yeah, his first question was this the first time that you have traveled or lived outside of the country? No. Right now I'm teaching English and Korean. It's not my first time I've been outside the country. Not at all. It's the first time I've been homesick, though. But not the first time I've been out the country. I love traveling. I will continue to travel. This will probably be the last time I'm living overseas for such a long time. At least in like the next 5-10 years, probably. But who knows? Things could change. But I'm thinking right now, this might be the first and last time for the next decade that I'll be living full time overseas. Has your experience been enjoyable for the most part, or have you become really homesick? At the beginning, I was homesick, and then I became really homesick, and it was just horrible. But actually, now I'm really getting more adjusted to it. And I can say confidently, I enjoy myself now, and that was not the case when I first got here. But I enjoy myself now, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm so happy to have friends. I think that's the big deal, or the big reason why I can enjoy myself, because I have friends. And it just helps me, and just having a positive outlook. And I've accomplished so many things since I've been here on a personal level that I'm very grateful for having this experience. But really, it's still so early. I got here the second week of February. Yeah, the end of the second week of February. So I guess, yeah. And now it is May 5th. So it's still early on. Let's see more questions. Are you planning on teaching again in Korea for another year, or will you apply to teach somewhere else in Asia? I think where I teach now, I don't plan on renewing my contract. But if I were to teach again, I would either teach someplace else in Korea, preferably I was gonna say metropolitan city, but I talked to somebody earlier today, and they were like, no, just say urban. So preferably an urban city or another country. Probably Japan. Yeah. There are many countries I want to visit, but as far as living, I think I would be very comfortable living in Japan. And my comfortability is really important to me. I realize. Yeah. But that's not my plan. Actually, I recently made a new career decision. I'll probably mention on here after I mention on my other channel first. And due to that career decision, I probably won't be teaching English for a little while. But if I need to, for financial reasons, I will definitely seek out another job. And I enjoy it. I really love the kids. I think with time, my teaching ability has certainly improved. Okay, so have you adjusted to becoming a teacher? Yep, I surely have, and it was a rough adjustment, but I have now. Did you have a difficult time learning to create lesson plans for your students? Um, I actually have a teacher's guide, which really helped with the lesson planning. However, it definitely took some time to get used to how much information I needed to have on my lesson plan for me to work off of it. And in Korea, I'm doing co-teaching. So I teach with a Korean teacher, and having a balance between my style and the Korean teacher style, and just keeping up with the different Korean teachers I work with, because I don't just teach with just one teacher. I teach like different teachers for different classes, and balancing that and knowing how the scheme is with the book, and maybe some book suggestions that aren't that great, so we don't want to follow the teacher's guide but try something else. That took a couple of months to get used to, yes. But now I'm fine and more comfortable with my planning. I'm still trying to get it used to my after school plans where I'm primarily responsible for the class, as far as the structure wise. But not bad. Not bad. Lesson planning, not that scary. Not that scary. No, no, no. Do you have to travel far to go to work? And have you explored where you live or another part of Korea? I don't have to travel far to go to work. It's about a 5 minute walk, and that is awesome. That's actually one of the reasons why I was thinking about renewing my contract. I was like, no, I need to stay focused on my chosen career path and go towards that right now. And although I am comfortable in my situation here, and I do like the school I work for, I like the principal, I like my coworkers, I think it's important that I stay focused on this career path and move forward in that regard. And I can always keep in touch with people. So that's mainly the reason why I will not be renewing my contract. Or I don't have plans at the current moment to renew my contract, rather. When I first got to Korea, I stayed a few days in Incheon with a friend, and of course went to Seoul and met with some other friends. But that's as far as exploring has gone. And then I took a plane to where I live now in Korea, which is in Jeollanam-do, which is the furthest south province, also called Jeonnam. Yeah. But I will be exploring probably, if not during my vacation times, definitely after my contract. My visa and my alien registration card expire approximately a month after my actual contract expires, and this month time is really given if I want to sign a new contract, so I have some leeway time to find a new job and sign a new contract, or that's what the intention of that time period is. But I think what I'm going to be using is going to Seoul, which I have some family who live in Seoul, and staying with them a few weeks or maybe a week, and exploring Seoul from like a tourist point of view, but with my leftover money from my job situation. So I'm very excited about that. And also that'll be my time where if I decide, I want to see other parts of Korea, or try this DMZ thing, or go to this place and have like the best bibimbap in the world, that will be the time I'm going to do all that. And so my vacation times, I think I'll just be relaxing locally, even though I could go overseas. Thinking about going to America, but if I don't find out the exact dates of my vacation time soon, I will not be doing that, because when I make a plan, it's not going to be disrupted. So I want to make sure all that stuff is together. Okay. Last two questions. Is it hard navigating the transportation system if you don't know the language? Where I live, there are buses, a lot of buses, and some trains. I would say it's a little interesting navigating, but not necessarily hard. You just have to be a bit adventurous, try your best, maybe have your destination in mind and go for it, a trial and error type of thing. But anything that would require like a lot of money, like going to another town by train, or that's not a lot of money, but anything that requires more than like $5, or whatever your taxi cab fare may be, you'll probably be able to have some sort of English available if the attendant and or person working for the public transportation system is not the person who speaks English. Maybe you'll have some maps available, or a guidebook, or just something, and you can get around. It's not a hindrance. No, not for me. Well, I don't think not for anyone who tries really. You just have to be adventurous. So at first I was scared of it. So I was like, oh, I don't want to be stressed. Let me not do that today. But a little bit at a time, and then yeah, that works. Last question: do you take any Korean or Taekwondo classes while you are there? I thought about taking a Korean class that was offered by a local university, and I opted not to just because I had just become comfortable in my school rhythm, and I did not want to add anything onto my plate and become stressed. I finally got my stress under control, which was it was really intense at the beginning. I definitely had high blood pressure, I am sure, and like walked to school like, oh, I don't want to walk here, but I keep coming. And as soon as I got comfortable, then this Korean class opportunity came up, and I was like, actually, one of my big motivations for coming here was to study Korean. However, I just got a hold of a good thing. Like, I got my situation really nice. Let me not stress myself out. I will have an opportunity to study again next semester. Also, I can study independently, and I have like a Korean language book here with me that I haven't even like dived into. So before I put too much on my plate, let me use my resources that I do have. Plus, I have friends that if I feel like the need to study Korean, they can help me out, whether just because they have a higher level of Korean language ability than I do, or if they're native speakers, Korean friends. So I decided to pass on the class, and I'm glad I did. It was a bit of a time commitment, not too horrible, but I think definitely would have caused me more stress, and I don't think I would be enjoying myself right now as much as I finally am if I had like one more thing to be in charge of. Okay, that's all for today. Just answering some questions. Talk to you guys later. If you have any more questions about Korea or life here or my life, feel free to ask. This channel is about me blogging freely in my native tongue, English. Or should I say American Standardized English? This channel will not be about Korea, but rather about my life. Right now I live in Korea, so Korea is a big part of my life. But yeah, just wanted to vlog. Talk to you guys later. Hope all is well. Love you. Bye.